Hey guys, and welcome to this WWE Red Balls of Fire predictions video. This is a new pay-per-view that is exclusively to Raw, and hopefully it might last over the couple of years, or we might not know about that. But I just have to wait and see. All right, so it's my predictions. I'm going to tell you each and every single match, and I'm going to tell you who I think might win each and every single match. Alright, so let's kick off with the kickoff show. Finally, this match is actually happening, because at the last pay-per-view, I think it was Extreme Rules or something like that, it didn't happen. But now, it is happening. Goldust versus R-Truth for the kickoff. Yeah. Ever since Goldust betrayed R-Truth, and then Goldust said that, oh, I'm the star of this movie and all that sort of stuff and all that, I can make him a movie and all that sort of stuff. Then R-Truth decided to do it. Both of them have been going at each other for a couple of, well, actually they were going at it for over 2 months or something like that. Yeah, just over 2 months. And honestly enough, it's going to be good this one. But who I think is going to win? R-Truth. Yep, I'm just going to pick R-Truth. So yeah, that's the only kickoff shot that there is. Alright, next is... hang on. Yep, next is... now this is the proper one. This is Finn Balor versus Alice Sampson. Yep, Finn Balor versus Alice Sampson. Now, I don't know much about Alice Sampson, but Finn Balor, what can you do? He's one of the great members of the club, and honestly enough, he's doing fantastic ever since he came back with his new gimmick. He's been doing really, really well. So, I'm going to say Finn Balor for this one. Yep, Finn Balor, you knew it was coming. Alright. Alright. Next, Enzo versus Big Cass. Now, this all happened when I think Enzo Amore was attacked. We didn't even know who actually attacked him for some reason, but I did have a hunch that it would be Big Cass, because I think of jealousy or something like that. No, it was because Enzo has a big mouth. And so what? Everybody loves Enzo Amore, and then Big Cass was attacked by Enzo Amore again. Well, attacked by Enzo Amore, and then they said on one Monday Night Raw, they said, oh, let's hug it out and all that, we're brothers, and then Big Cass just lifts him and just throws him down the ramp, and then that's when the feud is actually going to start, this big. And then backstage, the next Monday night on Raw, Enzo was speaking to about Big Cass and everything and all that sort of stuff. And then Big Cass was getting interviewed, and then Enzo just lynched it. Yep, Enzo just ran in and just attacked him. Just everything. So now you know that these guys are going to go at each other really good. What was once a great tag team is now a feud. So, know what I'm going to say? Because he's a big guy, and I can't say the little guy taking over the big guy, so I'm going to say Big Cass on this one. Just because I can't see him taking over Big Cass. So, yeah, Big Cass is going to win this one for me. Alright, next is the Cruiserweight Championship match, and it's Neville, the self-proclaimed King of the Cruiserweights, versus Akiri Tozawa. Akira Tozawa. I would say Japanese. Yeah, Japanese on that one. I would say Japanese. Anyway, I don't know. So sorry if I butchered your name wrong. But, know what? I'm just gonna say Neville straight away on this one, because self-proclaimed King of the Cruiserweights. I think they're never gonna make him lose the title until SummerSlam or something like that. I think SummerSlam he should lose the title to somebody who was a lot more better and a lot more agile than him. Hence, Austin Aries had that chance 3 times, but the 3rd time he nearly got him. He nearly got him the 3rd time, but nah, didn't happen like that. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. That's what I just said straight away. Neville, just Neville for me on that one. Alright, next is a tag team match. No, tag team championship match, and it's Sheamus and Cesaro, who are the champions, versus the Hardy Boys. But this is the big catch. It's a 30-minute Iron Man match. Now, in case if any of you are actually new to Iron Man matches, what it is it's like say like if it was 2 people going down against each other, right? 2 people facing off against each other. Whoever gets the most pins or the most submissions by the end of the timer, they win the match straight off. So for instance, if like say if Bray Wyatt was facing against Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, even though it might not happen, but if it did happen, if Bray Wyatt got more pins than Brock Lesnar did, then he would win the title. But here it's a tag team. It's a tag team match, so obviously enough. I mean, Sheamus and Cesaro only got the titles back at Extreme Rules in that steel cage match. Know what? I'm gonna say it. Know what? I'm not gonna lose my faith in them. The Hardy Boys. I'm not gonna lose my faith in the Hardy Boys. So, the Hardy Boys might pick up the win in this one. So I'm just gonna say them off the trot. Yeah, that is really, really cooler. Alright, next up is Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. And before we actually get into this match, nice cup of tea. Anyway, Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. I mean, like, this feud has been going on for quite some time, but who could I say could possibly win this match? Both of them are actually phenomenal wrestlers. But before, this is like after Seth Rollins left the Authority because of Triple H actually betrayed him, obviously enough. No, I'm going to say the Eater of Worlds. I'm going to say Bray Wyatt on this one. Because, yeah, the Wyatt family has faced the Shield before. And the Wyatt family was actually dominant over the Shield. So, yeah, I could see Bray Wyatt picking up the win in this one. So, yeah, this is going to be absolutely amazing. Alright. Next is the IC title. The Intercontinental Champion. The Miz, the champion, versus Dean Ambrose. Now, obviously enough, you know how much I feel about The Miz. I don't need to explain it, but for those who don't know, I hate The Miz. I just hate him. I hate The Miz. Passion. I can't even stand his gimmick. And guess what? I'm glad that Maurice has actually left him now. So obviously enough, Maurice is gone. And I'm like, yes, fucking finally, Maurice has left the Miz. So, obviously enough, that was that. And following from Extreme Rules after nearly cheating his way to get the title, because if you didn't know about Extreme Rules, what happened is that was the championship match, the Intercontinental Championship match between Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. If Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, he will lose the title. Maurice actually slapped The Miz, thinking that it was to get Dean Ambrose intentionally disqualified, but the referee said no and ejected Maurice. I was like, fucking finally, referee, yeah. Oh my god, you're a decent referee, you're a decent referee. You like to call things down the middle and eject somebody from slapping somebody. Good on you there. Anyway, but this is just a normal match. Why is this just a normal match? Why can't it be another match? Like no disqualification match or anything like that. But you know what? Dean Ambrose. I want Dean Ambrose to get that title back from The Miz. Because honestly enough, I can't even stand him. I can't stand The Miz, so that's that. Next is the Women's Championship match, and it's, oh god, Alexa Bliss, the champion, versus Sasha Banks. Somebody who was actually worthy of that title. Now, obviously enough, yep. You know what, I'm just going to say this. Straight out of there, Sasha Banks. You know how I feel about Alexa Bliss. I've said it in too many WWE videos. I've said it in that. So, yep, Sasha Banks. But hang on a minute. It says here from what I'm reading, figured it would be Bliss Banks at SummerSlam, but they're going with it earlier at Great Balls of Fire. Perhaps this will be a prelude, or whatever they call it, to the match still happening with a stipulation or as a triple threat. We don't know that yet, but there is a bit of match happening at SummerSlam for that. But I'm going to say Sasha Banks on this one, but you just know that they're going to make Alexa Bliss keep the title. Alright, next, Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in an ambulance match. Now, this all happened when Roman Reigns broke Braun Strowman's arm, and he went into the back of an ambulance, and Braun Strowman, it said that they will be out for about 6 months. Guess what? He came back earlier than that, and he was much more stronger than ever. But still, you know what, Roman Reigns is just overpowered him straight away. So obviously enough, that's that. But in case if you don't know what an ambulance match is, let me just give you the rundown for this match. The match has no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is to put your opponent into the back of an ambulance and close the doors. The doors have to remain shut and the ambulance has to drive off. And then that's it. And then that's the only thing that you've got. But see, the thing is, it's no disqualification, so anything can go. And I wonder if Braun Strowman's arm is actually feeling better, knowing that Roman Reigns can actually use that as a target to actually target that injured arm and injure it even more, and then go make it easier to put the big guy into the back of an ambulance. But we just don't know. Alright, and last we come to the best match. Honestly enough, the build up has been so freaking phenomenal on this. I mean, like, Raw has been, like, doing, like, stuff which is, like, honestly shit. But this, honestly enough, is the best build-up that they've done. It is the WWE Universal Championship match, and it's Brock Lesnar, who was the champion, versus Samoa Joe. Now, I honestly enough, I thought that Finn Balor would have won at Extreme Rules, but as I said before, me Extreme Rules prediction video, I said Samoa Joe is actually one of my candidates that I would actually like to put forward to actually win this match. But I said Finn Balor instead for him to win. But Samoa Joe is now going to Great Balls of Fire to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. And yeah, right. Rundown. The Raw after Great Balls of Fire. Paul Heyman comes out and tries to congratulate Samoa Joe and everything and all that. Samoa Joe puts the cookie in the clutch on Paul Heyman. Alright, that's that. Backstage, backstage, Paul Heyman gets a call from Brock Lesnar saying that he has to unleash the beast. Next Monday night on Raw, a brawl happens between the both of them, and it takes the entire Raw locker room to separate them both. But Samoa Joe doesn't even have it and manages to get a few more punches on Brock Lesnar. That's how bad that these actually want it to be. Next Monday night on Raw, Paul Heyman comes out, talks blah 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 and all this sort of stuff. And then Brock Lesnar comes out, but Samoa Joe just manages to put the cookie in the clutch on him. Tries to put the cookie in the clutch on him once, failed, gets slammed into the Titantrons. Second time, failed, get slammed into the Titantron again. Third time's the charm. This time he was lucky to actually lock the cookie in the clutch on Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar's face, it was actually turning red. So now I thought like myself, holy shit. I thought like myself, holy shit. These two actually want to go at it really mad. But really, really badly. Samoa Joe just wants to get at him. And then the next Monday night on Raw, honestly enough, an interview actually happens between the both of them. But Samoa Joe doesn't even want to answer any of Michael Cole's questions and everything. So he's had enough. He tries to find Brock Lesnar. He finds Brock Lesnar, but doesn't get a chance to attack him because security is actually all over Samoa Joe trying to hold him back. Brock Lesnar says, come on Samoa Joe, come on, face me, come on, come on. You can tell that Samoa Joe is like actually wanting to get it started now, rather than have it at Great Balls of Fire. But there's only one problem that I have with this match. And the problem is, why is it a singles match? Why can't it be like a no disqualification match? Or submission match? Or better yet, put them in a Hell in a Cell match. That would be even better. So we keep the Polaris out of this match. But, although saying that, I so honestly want this guy to actually win. I want Samoa Joe to win. Because at least we'll have a champion that appears more time on TV rather than Brock Lesnar. Because ever since Brock Lesnar won that title from Goldberg, from WrestleMania, he hasn't even appeared on TV. Well, he hasn't even appeared on Monday Night Raw. He hasn't even appeared at any pay-per-views, which you would think that he would at Payback, but he didn't. Extreme Rules? Alright, number one contender spot. We had it for that. We had a fatal 5-way match for that. But still no appearance from Brock Lesnar until the next until the next 2 Monday Night Raws, right? After the first Monday Night Raw, you had Paul Heyman. Secondly, you had Brock Lesnar, who came back and you thought like, oh my god, man. This guy is just holding the title and just keeping it there. Right? And saying like, no, I don't want to appear on Monday Night Raw. I'm actually too great for that. So, Samoa Joe you have got my vote to actually win this potential match. I actually want you to win this match and get that title from Brock Lesnar, because you deserve it a lot more than he does. Oh, God. Well, that has been my prediction video for this Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. This new one that WWE has came up with. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And peace!